Hi friends, you are in the Software Insights and Education channel. My name is Guru Raj and I represent Legends Consulting based out of Dharwad. So today the topic of discussion is Internet of Things. So I'm not sure what human beings are up to, but they're connecting different objects or things together via internet. So let's see what is this Internet of Things all about and where exactly the IoT is used. So to start with, I'm going to define what is Internet of Things. Short form is IoT. So what I call Internet of Things is something like this. Any machine, it could be object or a thing. I have called it specifically machine because we are not interested in objects or things. But however, those also can be in a source of information for us. That's why I've just put in brackets. So otherwise, I would be more interested in the status of the machines. So any machines that can be connected to the sensor, the data from which then can be transferred back to us for analytics and monitoring and making use of internet technologies. So to explain it better, there are three components. One is the machine. The second is the sensor from which the data is going to be collected and transmitted to a server for us to analyze and monitor the status of the machine. So these three technologies put together form the Internet of Things. So the combination of all these creates Internet of Things. So with this technology in place, we can imagine problems and there will be use cases and a solution. I hope you have a fair understanding of what is IoT now. So let us study some applications, practical applications in agriculture. So we see that in agriculture, there is something like temperature and soil moisture measurement that is required now and then. So we cannot go to the fields every now and then. So we place a small sensor in the field that can measure the temperature, the soil moisture, the humidity in the air, any climatic changes, or it could be something on livestock as well. So all these things can be tracked, monitored, and we can take effective decisions based on the benchmarks that we have set for each of these parameters. Also, we can track and trap the pests in the field. We can also sprinkle water in the farm. So these are some typical applications in the agriculture. Now let's come to our individual homes and see what are some applications inside our house. The lights adjust the lighting automatically when a dweller comes to the room. So this is a practical scenario where the human being is so lazy, he doesn't want to switch on the light or dim the light, reduce the fan level, etc., the speed of the fan, etc. So what he wants is he wants everything to be robotized. So the lights should adjust the lighting automatically depending upon the settings that I have set once. So that is a typical use of IoT in home automation projects. The third one is quite interesting regarding healthcare. There are many variables that have come into the marketplace where I can wear something on the hand, especially the wrist band, which is tied to our hand, which can monitor our BP, our heart rates, the sleep quality, the air quality in the hospital environment, etc. Also, if I am a doctor, I should be able to track the inventory. For example, I would like to access the wheelchair information regarding in which room it is available, where are the medicines put up, where are the equipments to treat the patient. So all these could be few of the use cases in the healthcare scenario. Now coming to the supply chain, here also IoT can be used extensively to track goods, to find out the shipment status, where exactly is the shipment, and I want to maintain a certain temperature while the products and goods are in transit. To give an example, a cold storage, I want to pass I want to send certain shipment from one location to the other by maintaining the same temperature throughout. So this can be achieved through IoT in supply chain. The next use case could be in the retail sector where I will attach a weight sensor to the products which I am showcasing in the retail store, and I can track the theft as well. Then I can assign robots certain work in the warehouses to lift and to put across a particular product in particular shelves. I can monitor the products in real time, and then I can display the product pricing to customers by reading the pricing mentioned in the food packet. That's an example. So I can recognize the customer's age, gender, ethnicity, and show a relevant ad to the consumer who has come for shopping. In manufacturing, there are plenty of use cases. I have put in few examples. I would like to maintain the machines. So I put up sensors to measure the temperature, to measure the vibration sounds of each of the equipment so that I can make effective decisions for the machines. I don't want the machines to stop at any point of time. So I will do preventive maintenance. Then I want to improve the quality at the workplace. For example, if there is a fire hazard, if fire is caught in any manufacturing setup, so all the men and the machines need to be protected. So I will have a sensor in place to detect the smoke rather than fire and then alert me accordingly so that I can make effective decisions and empty the manufacturing setup. Then there could be some temperature alerts, similar like fire alerts. So it gives me an alert well before in hand so that I can make a good decision. Then I can monitor the production time and status of each of the orders by having a sensor to the production machines. Also, there is a possibility that two machines or two things which are in the manufacturing production setup, they can communicate with each other. That's a wonderful feature in IoT. Then I can track assets in a manufacturing setup or an environment. In the automotive sector, again, I can have a sensor attached to each part, spare part in the car, and I can do preventive maintenance so that I cut costs on the maintenance of the spare part. The self-driving cars that we see on the roads are a result of implementation of IoT. This could be one of the best examples of achieving Internet of Things in the real world. So basically, I have covered some basics of Internet of Things. So why we call things is the technology is in place today where we can attach a sensor to a non-living thing and see that it is monitored if we are going to make a benefit out of that object. I preferably call it as machine because it's a machine that is going to be productive for me. So I'm going to automate. I'm going to connect sensor to a machine rather than an object. So that's about it in today's session regarding the Internet of Things. So like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. So more things to follow in the next video. Thank you so much.